on here, you're going to fill out your top two goals for the year. Top two. If you're like me, this will be the hardest part.
Mm-hmm.
You got something you want to say?
No, I just had something to throw. That's all.
You would like to share with the class?
Just
No?
something to throw. That's all.
Okay, cool. But yeah, that is literally the hardest part for me because I have so many goals, so many shiny object syndromes in my head. So taking the time to really figure out, okay, what are two broad enough goals that put other things into the umbrella, into the mix, but specific enough to where it's like, okay, Devon, this is what you're focusing on, right? Every week, every month, this is what you're locked into. All right, we're out. There is okay. Yeah, go ahead, do your thing, Queen. Figure out that comment. Let's get the live in. If you are watching live, feel free to put any questions you got in here. We're gonna be talking about under construction, setting up and building that life that you want, those habits that you want, all that beautiful stuff. But before we get into that, I feel a need to explain something. Is what?
Nothing. I'm just interested to see where this goes. We have a lot to talk about.
We do have a lot to talk about. I just want to do two quick things because clearly we are not in Ghana. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Yes, we were supposed to go to Ghana for some things that came up, some family things, and just decisions that we made. We decided not to go during this time. But Ivory Coast, West Coast of Ghana, West Coast of Africa, you have not gotten rid of Devon. And I will have my opportunity and my experience. What, Queen?
Nothing. You're absolutely right. We will be there sometime.
There it is. Pray on it for us. Send us some good vibes. But yeah, definitely looking forward to when we're able to go to Ghana. Now, second thing, again, frequencies and energies is something that I think, I'm big in and the Queen's stepping into. She's been using my tuning fork. Sweet girl. But we're both getting over a little bit of a right? A little bit of a headache, still have a little bit of a headache. I was in the bed for 24 hours.
That's a lot for him.
Which is a lot for me. It felt like I was there for days. I'm still convinced that may have been days, but so yeah, we're not feeling 100%. Still gonna get y'all some good stuff. But if you feel like, dang, where's that frequency at? Find it for us and send it our way. That's what I got.
Please send it back.
All right. But under construction, right? So these bad boys are available online. Technically, the 2021 version is available online right now. If you go to truehealthforever.com, you can go ahead and download yourself a copy. The 2022 version will be uploaded later on this evening for you to do it as well. They're virtually the same, a few updates in 2022, but for the most part, they're the same. All right. But again, go to truehealthforever.com if you want to go ahead and download your under construction booklet. We did this last year with friends and had a great time, right? The point of this is to really be intentional about going through your year, intentional about setting up what your goals are, who you need in your life to achieve your goals, what habits you need, all of that stuff. So we're going to kind of go through the worksheet a little bit, do some live sharing of our own goals, do some hopefully participation with folks that are listening. Again, feel free to put in your goals, your comments, where you're calling from or where you're watching in from in the comments, and we'll go ahead and highlight you as well. Queen, anything you want to say before we hop on into it?
No.
I will say that I added QR codes this year, and I'm very excited for the user interface of this booklet.
Very.
All right. So It starts off with just a under construction, commit to yourself. And this is simply a declaration. You put your name, you put your date, you put, are you committed to doing this work? And then you put how you're feeling about the process. It's basically just like a check-in, right? Go ahead. Yeah, I felt something.
Oh no, I'm just looking at the comments. We have someone that said hello. You too. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well. We'd love to know who you are if we know you.
Hopefully you're healthy and abundantly wealthy, and if not, you're getting there. Let's go.
Even if we don't know you, we'd still like to know who you are.
Yes, ma'am. So commit. I think that's the first step in setting any goals, especially in the New Year's, because I think far more times than not, we don't commit to those goals.
Nah, we just say them because they sound good and make us feel good.
Mm-hmm. So what in your head is the trick for you committing to a goal, to a promise, a wish, and anything like that? Like what works for Sinclair to be like, okay, if I commit, these are the things that I typically do in commitment.
I think like the integration like into my daily life is how I'm more likely to commit to things. Because if I just say, like, I remember I think I had a goal of reading set amount of books, and that was nice in theory, but I never actually put any time on my calendar to read, or like said, habit stacking, like what we talked about before. Like, okay, before I eat dinner, I'm gonna read 5 pages, or anything like that, to actually integrate it into my life. I feel like we have a lot going on all the time, so unless I'm intentional about building it into my schedule or building it into my routine somehow, it's most likely not. It's gonna fall off just because I have so many other things that are a part of my routine that I know that I want to do. So, I feel like to integrate something new, I have to be intentional about like either putting it in my calendar or integrating it into my routine somehow.
Yeah.
That's for me.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. For me, that's definitely an active commitment, putting it on the calendar, or for us nowadays, if it's in a sauna, that thing's getting done. Listen, if y'all don't have a project management tool or a task management tool, Google has Google Tasks, so that can work for you. I'm sure Apple has some type of iTasks or something like that. I don't know, don't have one, but I have a laptop now actually, so I can't fully say that anymore. But yeah, use some type of project management or task system. The queen does like sticky notes, but I feel like for me, the issue with sticky notes is you can take them with you, but they're very easily losable. Losable? That's a word.
Yep, we'll make it work.
Boom, losable.
And they lose their stickiness.
And they lose their stickiness.
So like, that's the worst.
It's the worst.
And they're just all over the place. And I'm just like, what? This is from 2 weeks ago. I never finished this task.
So yeah, get yourself a system, use a calendar, use a Asana. There's Monday.com, Trello, Google Tasks, all types of free stuff or paid stuff. But it's a great way to commit. Another way for me is probably saying something to someone, right? Like when I tell, maybe not when I tell you, because I feel like I tell you like 103% of everything. But like when I tell a Markel, when I tell a Fluke something, when I tell like a very specific person, like, oh, this is what I'm doing this year because of this, because maybe I think they have resources that can help me. They're going to hold me accountable.
Right. That's social accountability.
Yeah, that social accountability is very big for me. So as a high I need, if I could tell one other person or 2 other people, and now people out there know about it, then the internal people pleaser in me is also like, I have to do it because I said I was going to do it to that person.
Yeah.
Right. So for you, how is it that you commit to things? Can you just say something internally and that is a full-fledged commitment? Does it need to be on your calendar? Do you need to tell a friend? Do you need to write a poem about it? I don't know, creative stuff. But what for you is a declaration of commitment? Okay. Now, while you look at that, what?
Vin, I think Vin is watching.
Hey, Vin, hi, Vin. We appreciate you. Happy New Year.
I hope I'm saying your name right.
Okay, so we're gonna go over 4 steps today. All right. We'll probably spend the most time in 1 and 2, but 4 overall. Number 1 is going to be self-assessment. All right. Again, this is the under construction journey that you're going to be making when you are constructing the home, the castle of you, your future life, the life that you're trying to manifest is under construction. It's going to be in 4 steps. 1, self-assessment. 2, sourcing your materials and finding your team. 3, building your habits. And then last but not least, number 4, Sinclair's favorite, the after repair value.
ARV.
Yes, ma'am. All right. You ready to get into it, Queen?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. I don't. Stickiness.
You know, we shouldn't have been eating food while we were doing this.
We sure was.
Please find a clean surface. All right. So, step 1, pre-assessment. When you download the 2022 version, it's going to look like this. There will be 2 QR codes on there. One will be for your love language, and I do suggest doing it every year because it may change. Might change this year. Another one is going to be for the soul purpose assessment. This one's different, right? Last year we didn't do the soul purpose assessment. We did. What did we do last year? It was a personality assessment, right? Yes, it was.
You say so.
I
trust you.
Personality assessment, but this year we did soul purpose again. Like the Queen said, really trying to help folks dive into their purpose this year. Okay. So on here, you're going to fill out your top 2 goals for the year. Top 2. If you're like me, this will be the hardest part.
Mm-hmm.
You got something you want to say?
No, I just had something to throw. That's all.
You would like to share with the class?
Just something to throw. That's all.
Okay, cool. But yeah, that is literally the hardest part for me because I have so many goals, so many shiny object syndromes in my head. So taking the time to really figure out, okay, what are 2 broad enough goals that put other things into the umbrella, into the mix, but specific enough to where it's like, okay, Devon, this is what you're focusing on, right? Every week, every month, this is what you're locked into. So the 2 goals that I have set up are to, and we'll get more specific as we go along, but it's to build a community of 10 intentional entrepreneurs and help them create sales within 2022, right? And then the number 2 is to get 2, is it 2 or 3? I think later on I changed it to 3. Is to get 3 school partnerships that are utilizing public speaking, board games, or online courses. Okay, so for Play Black Wall Street, trying to focus a little bit, pivot a little bit to business model, really partnering with schools because we have tons of online courses available, tons of curriculum available, amazing content, and we need to find a more efficient way to get this information to students who need it and can actually get impact from it. So those are our 2 focuses for the year. There's also columns, that's the word, on here for your gifts and things that you need. Okay, then it's a self-assessment. All right, you need to be very intentional on highlighting the gifts that you have.
Mm-hmm.
And don't you be like most of those people out there that say, what? I don't have a gift. Gifts. Yeah, that was almost verbatim. Yeah, well done, Queen. Yeah, like I mean, a lot of people that say that, it's like, nah, you have something. So think about it. Talk to some other people. Talk to some friends. Talk to your partner, your parents, anybody, and not anybody.
Somebody that thinks highly of you.
Yeah, not anybody. Retract that. But yeah, you have your gifts. So 3 that I put down here are I'm people oriented. I'm a visionary. I like writing, and there's one more on here that I can't read because penmanship is not one of my gifts.
Not even for yourself. Huh? I feel like normally people, if they have bad handwriting,
Mm-hmm.
they can at least still read it themselves.
If you're gonna insult me,
I knew you were gonna say something. I was like, this is going downhill fast. Karma's a B.
All I ask, anyone watching, if you're going to insult me, at least have the respect. Oh, that was good. Good times. Good times. All right. And my needs. All right. I'll add penmanship on here. But consistency, partnership, focus, and accountability are the things that I need. Good times. I hope y'all got a good laugh at that. All right. Hope y'all got a good laugh. Queen.
Yes.
Your goals, your gifts, and your needs. Hit us with it.
So mine did evolve as well because I don't know how detailed we went into this page. Should I just say what it says here, or should I say what it evolved to?
Say what it says here. That way, folks can.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my first goal. These are both kind of health coaching related. So my first goal is to get to 10 clients.
Nope.
My second goal is to create a weight loss course, program, challenge. I'm not sure what it's going to be called yet. But to create a weight loss that will be available outside of like a one-on-one coaching approach. My gifts, strategic thinking, and analytical mind. Those are ones that kind of will directly help with both of those. My needs, confidence in selling myself.
See, you're having trouble reading. You're not. You're not.
I knew exactly what it said. No, I'm not gonna lie. I thought it said selfing myself, and I was like, explaining things. That's what it says.
It's a need.
Yeah, but I don't
Is it?
know what I meant by that.
Do you think you need to explain things, or do you think that you need things to be explained to you?
I kept going down the line below that. Yes, explaining things succinctly and plainly.
That was a need or a gift?
A need, because as an analytical mind, I tend to, go down the rabbit hole and say way more than people need to or care to know. So I need to get good, especially like with the course.
I've never experienced that.
Especially with the course, I need to work on like, okay, here's the gist of this module of this lesson or whatever. Get to the point and then move on, not go through a whole thesis because most folks don't care about that. Yeah.
I feel like your courses are going to be like Marvel movies in the sense that.
I'm listening.
Do tell. But in the sense that there's going to be the movie for folks that want to stay and watch, but for the true fans,
stay till the end.
Stay till the end, and then there's like more than what the real course was. There's like a whole another 10-15 minute explanation that goes into a deep dive. I think that might be an interesting way to even do your courses or your videos. Is there's a for everybody, and then there's another video that's for extra credit, bonus
for the true health nerds out there.
Well, there you go.
I like it.
Take that for free.
Thanks.
Let's see. Now, the love language. Really quickly. Again, we highly suggest, especially couples, go ahead and do a love language. They're free. It's only going to cost you a few spam emails afterwards from the love language community, but it is some good stuff to take. I would recommend taking it once a year at minimum. So my love languages for this, or my top 3 love languages for this year are 33% acts of service, 20% quality time, and 20% physical touch. All right. So yeah, before it was, I don't know the percentages, but I'm pretty sure physical touch was number 1 and acts of service was number 2. Quality of time was number 3. So I find it interesting that acts of service is creeping on up, quality time is creeping on up, physical touch is going on down, which is very interesting. But Number two, soul purpose. I like this one. So for me, it said, I am intelligent, creative, builder, and communicator. Creating and communicating is your highest purpose. And I accept that online
Concur.
assessment. What you say, Queen?
Said you concur?
Yeah, I concur. And I accept that. Right. So again, you can go to shortly after this episode, or if you're watching live, you can go and get the 2021 version. Feel free to download that. The links are still in there. It's just not a QR code. It's not 2022ized. But if you wait a little bit, we'll give you the 2022 version of this as well. Go ahead and take your love language assessment and your soul purpose test. Queen, your love language and soul purpose.
So I wasn't like you. I didn't write the percentages. But my number one love language is words of affirmation, followed by acts of service, and then quality time.
Nice. How do you feel like the love language? Oh, sorry. Go into your purpose.
So I'm not gonna lie. I think I kind of remixed what they said just to make it sound more appropriate to me. So I put to seek truth through knowledge and share with others for liberation.
Nice.
Thanks.
Now, when we say remix,
Mhm.
how many of the original words?
75%.
75%
Yeah,
original.
yeah. I didn't do too much.
Okay, not bad. You feel like it's on point?
I do.
Well, yeah, you remixed it, so it's probably 100% accurate at this point
What do you mean?
because you remixed it.
Oh yeah, this is accurate.
Gotcha. So question I was about to ask.
Mhm.
How does for you love language play into your goals or into your entrepreneurship journey?
It plays into my entrepreneurship journey because I have to remember to give myself words of affirmation. Um, for just the things that I do, the tasks that I do complete, the results, they will come and there are rewards for that too. But I think even the like, okay, you got up today and you did exactly what you said you were gonna do. You did all your to-do lists or whatever it is. You said you're gonna meditate and you meditated. Good job, Sinclair. Like doing a good job, doing a better job at giving myself words of affirmation so that one, I'm not so reliant on them from other people. But two, so that I can kind of get that love, that affirmation that I am looking for. I think for the recognition, that's the word I'm looking for. The recognition that, that I do seek for the work that I do.
And you giving yourself affirmations looks like what for you?
Good job, Sinclair.
So saying it out loud to yourself.
Or in my head.
Nice.
Hmm?
Good job, Sinclair.
Thanks.
Okay, so that is the self-assessment. Real quick, it can literally take you anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes to just do these steps, right? Maybe 20. Right, I'll give you 20 minutes to do it. So you have time, sit down with a friend, with a partner, and go ahead and knock out the self-assessment part. Now, day two, you could do all this in one day, but if you're trying to make a retreat out of it, make it day two. It is building your team, right? So you're not gonna build a house by yourself. Maybe you are. Maybe you're that type of person.
Bob the Builder.
Right. Even Bob the Builder had some tools. He had some help. I haven't watched it in a few years, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't just Mr. Bob over there hammering, right? So make sure you have your team. This one, I think this one's much faster. Step three is the long one, right? But here you're just asking again, what is your number one goal? If you can guarantee you could accomplish one thing or one project, what would it be? That's your number one goal, right? If you can guarantee one project or one thing to get done for the year, anything, it can be small, it can be big. What would you want that one thing to be guaranteed? And that's the thing that you work on and you make happen, right? So for me, Again, it will establish 3 educational partnerships for speaking, games, and or courses that generate $10,000 in revenue each. All right, that is the very specific number one goal that I have for this year. Okay, I think it's possible. I know it's possible. I feel it in my bones, Sinclair. Let's go marinate in your smile for a second. Thanks.
Mhm.
The next question is, what friends or associates can help you achieve these goals? Now, I put some very specific names on here. I'm not going to call y'all out because I don't want this to get awkward. But if you work in education, just know you are an amazing resource. I may be reaching out to you. If I haven't reached out to you, go ahead and reach out to me. I would love to work with you. If I've never met you before, go ahead and leave a comment or email us at playblackwallstreet@gmail.com or go to playblackwallstreet.com and go ahead and send a contact us form our way and we'll get at you. But we are definitely looking forward to, reconnecting with some folks, but building more connections with educators out there, whether you're a homeschooler, whether you are a teacher, a professor, you work in a nonprofit organization, you're in a school district, you're the BSU coordinator. Definitely make sure you reach out to us for some financial literacy and online courses support. Queen, thank you very much. What tools, apps, or knowledge do you need? So the platform we use is called Thinkific, pretty good for building out courses in online universities. Asana has been Asana. Get on that. There's free, there's paid. Right now we're on the paid version now because we need access for multiple seats. It's good stuff in my opinion. Email curriculum development is something that I'm continually getting more professional development in because that needs to be on point, needs to be great, needs to be intentional and impactful for our students. So curriculum development, and then data tracking and reporting knowledge as well. Just wanting to get as good as possible or delegate out to people who are better at it. And so I can track the success of the program, of the students, and the curriculum. Yeah, so let's go with that. Queen.
King.
Queen,
King.
care to share your number one goal and the people or the resources you need to get there?
My number one goal, I mentioned earlier, it did evolve as we went through. So getting a little bit more granular, my number one goal is to get 8 women clients and 2 couple clients at said price that I will keep to myself for now. um, and the friends and associates that can help me achieve this goal, FDN's Functional Diagnostic Nutrition, the company that I will be certified with in 4 days.
Bang.
Having a mentor or a set of mentors within the organization, within the association, will be nice, just to get some folks who've been in the business, for longer than I have, that can give me some nuggets on how to be the best coach I can be. Devon,
Yes.
you're one of my people.
That I am.
Mhm.
The person.
You're the person.
The
Professional support, a mentor, again, and a video editor. Shout out to Harry.
Shout out to Harry.
Just because, yes, going to be creating a lot of content and things like that. So definitely want to have somebody with that expertise to help me make sure that I'm looking on point. Tools, apps, and knowledge, Asana, Facebook Business Manager to schedule posts, and then Biocanic, which is a client management system that I use.
Beautiful. There it is. Okay. So again, for you, think about what the goal is, who you need around you, or who you need to be in communication with to get to that goal. Right. These can be people that you know, it can be friends and family, it can be people that you don't know. But if you're working in education, you need principals, teachers. If you work in fitness, you may know that you need a mentor in fitness, access to clinics, hospitals, whatever it is. So really think strategically about the people or the network that you need to start building. What are the tools you need, right? The apps, and then of course, what knowledge do you still need to gain? What books can you buy? What courses can you enroll in? What YouTube videos can you search? What podcasts can you listen to? All that good stuff. All right. That is building your team. Queen, anything you want to sprinkle on that before we head on into building the habits?
No, let's do
Cool.
it.
All right. So this is, I think, the most important part, because this part is where you're now saying the work and you're committing to the work that you're going to do to get to the goal.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I think everything else is good. It's good prep work. Right? It's getting you ready. It's getting you lean. It's getting you warmed up. This right here is the full workout. And if you do this, or when you do these habits on the cadence that you said you were going to do these habits, I don't see failure as an option.
Mm.
I don't. I know that's a big, big statement. I don't see failure as an option. Now, is it possible you won't reach this exact goal? It's possible. But in my head, when I do these things, something's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It may be something better than what I initially said. Like I said, I wanted to establish 3 partnerships. I may just establish 1 partnership, but that does way better than the 3 that I thought I was going to get, right? Just because of the consistency. So here you are committing to the process, committing to the journey, and committing to the work. Queen, are you ready?
Are you ready for some? Just kidding. Yes.
Oh, okay. So again, goal number 1 was to establish the 3 educational partnerships. Now, to get to that goal, you're going to set a daily habit. What's something that you can do, you can commit to doing every single day for 5 to 30 minutes. Nothing too crazy, right? This is something you can get done in 5 minutes or 30 minutes tops, because the point is you do this every single day. We want compound investment with these habits. If you invest this action every single day, even within 45 days, you're going to see an exponential impact on the goal that you're trying to achieve. Okay. So set your daily habit. Number 2 is you set your weekly habit. This is something that you sit down and you do once a week that takes 30 to 60 minutes. Right. Again, not a whole lot of time. Be very intentional about what you put here. Don't I wouldn't say realistically you commit to doing something that's going to take you, 3 hours to do every single week, because realistically things happen,
Mm-hmm.
things come up. You might not do it 1 week, and then you don't do it 1 week. The next week comes like, well, I didn't do it last week, so forget it. And then next thing you know, it's gone, right? So 30 to 60 minutes. And then lastly, I want you to create a monthly habit, something that takes you 1 to 2 hours, and you sit down and you schedule out and you do 1 time per month. Okay. So I'm gonna go through mine and then the queen will go through hers. You let's just do 1 goal. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So for the educational, do I want to do educational? Yeah, I'll do the educational. That's been the vibe. So every day I commit to reading for 5 to 30 minutes. Right? And really I commit to reading for 5 minutes. I know how doubt I will do that. If I end up kind of gets zoomed in a book, which I did today, which is good, 30 minutes tops, right? And the book that I'm reading right now is Contagious, but it can be a Black history book, a business book, a self-help book. Sometimes I pick up a nice little marriage book to help me out. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I need to pick up a health book. So definitely make sure, for me, reading every single day will help me increase my own knowledge. And if I'm making a educational platform, the more knowledge that I have, the more courses that I can create, the more impact and value that I can give to customers. So reading every single day will help me get to my goal. Every week, I need to send 3, and It's probably going to be more than 3, but at minimum, right? This is you're setting what you're committing to. At minimum, I need to send 3 emails to potential or prospective school partners or educational partners. Boom. Easy. Once a week, sit down and send an email to a school, a nonprofit, a homeschooling co-op, anything like that. And then once a month, I need to get in front of this camera. I need to make a amazing PowerPoint, and I need to create a course once a month. Create a course. The next course that I'm working on is the building of Tulsa's Black Wall Street, which will highlight entrepreneurs that help build or were the first businesses at Tulsa's Black Wall Street, aka Greenwood. But once a month, I need to publish a new course and put it on the platform for our students. Um, at the end, and there is a prompt here. It says, when you complete your habits, what will be the result or the results at the end of the year? Me and the Queen took slightly different approaches to explaining the results. You'll see that in a second. But at the end of the year, I will have 12 new courses. I would have sent 156 emails to prospective schools, and I would have read for 10,950 minutes. All right. So again, there's no failure. Even if for whatever reason, miraculously, I don't get the 3 educational partners, I still have 12 new courses out there on the online platform that I can monetize individually, that can sell as packages, that are value for the students that are already in the program. So that's added value there. 156 emails. I'm sure we can get 3. Right. I haven't done the math, but let's see. 3. What's 3 of
Oh, that's okay.
156? 3%, 1.5%. It's like 1.26%. Please do the math. Please do the math. I think it's like 3 divided by 156. It's like 1 point.
You mean 156 divided by 3?
No, 3 divided by. Wait, yeah. I want percentage.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. Let's check this math. It's like 1.26, 1.23.
1.92.
Oh, dang it, Devon. You're losing your edge. It's because I'm sick. It's because I'm sick. But yeah, it's less than a 2% conversion rate. Less than 2% convert. Come on. I can convert more than 2%.
Yes, you can.
Oh,
Yes, you will.
I will. So yeah, like I said, I feel like this for me made the year just seem very winnable. Right. So write down your habits, things that are doable, things that you can commit to daily, weekly, monthly. Write them down. Tell somebody. Put them in your calendar. Reoccurring notifications so they come up once a month, once a week, once a day, and commit to them. Queen,
King.
Queen,
King.
Queen.
King.
Hit them with it.
So for my goal number 1, again, was to get 8 women clients and 2 couples clients. My daily habit is to meditate for at least 10 minutes. And I chose that because as I get more clients, there will be more stress naturally. And knowing myself, I can tend to get overwhelmed when things start to pile on at once. So making sure that I'm meditating every day, keep my cortisol levels nice and balanced so that I can make sure that I can take on all the challenges that I know are coming my way, because challenges are inevitable for the results that that I want. Um, a weekly habit is Thursday Throwdown. So I was doing them as Instagram lives last year. This year, we're pivoting them into doing them as IG Reels / TikToks, so that they can just be more virility, virality,
Virality.
virality,
Mhm.
for more virality,
Shareability.
shareability, all those nice words.
Sometimes when you can't say a word, you just have to use another word. I've done that several times where it's like I really want to say this word, but I don't know how to say it. Or if I'm writing an email, I don't know how to spell it, so I'm just gonna use a different word.
Yeah. For shareability, we are going to kind of pivot the Thursday throwdowns into reels, short form videos. The monthly habit is a weight loss webinar. So each month I will be doing a webinar where folks can come and learn about whatever the topic is, but they will all have to do with weight loss some way, shape, or form. So be on the lookout for those. But definitely going to do one each month again to share information, but also to get more people interested in the coaching programs that I have to offer. So when you complete these habits, what will the results be at the end of the year? I put a healthy me and a growing social media presence. You can see our different approaches there.
Yes.
um, but yeah, that's my goal.
Oh, feel good about that goal.
I do. And I feel like that what I was talking about earlier and like when you have a goal, you have to make sure that you actually like implement it into what you're going to do. I've like this is that critical step that you need to do. Like okay, you want to read 5 books this year. What does that mean you're doing on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, etc., etc. So, I think that this part is critical for the success of any goal.
Boom, agreed. Now we'll go into the last step, right? If you haven't yet, again, I encourage you to go to trueforever.com. Go ahead and get yourself this under construction worksheet. So we're still at the very beginning of the year, even if it's June, right? You're watching this on the replay, or someone finally texts this to you and it's mid-year. Go ahead and download this. You can 6 months is still a lot of time to get your habits in order and to really get some impact within the year. But especially if you're watching this live or in January, go to trueforever.com. Go ahead and pick this up. Tell a friend, and yeah, build that beautiful castle. Now, this is the last step. All right, this is the after repair value. And Queen, can you break down after repair value, what that means in real estate terms,
Mm.
and why we're using it here?
So in real estate, when you find a property that needs some work, so you find a fixer upper, you put money into it, right? You invest your money into the property, you renovate it, you do new floors, you paint, maybe you put a couple walls up, you get a new kitchen, get out the kitchen, whatever you're doing, right? You put money into it to increase the value. And the idea is that when it's done, when you get it appraised, you hire an appraiser to come and basically tell you what the value, the new value of the property is. The idea is that it's now worth more because of all of the work you put into it, right? Because it's got new floors, because it's got new paint, because it's got a new kitchen, it's now worth X amount more than it was before. So that is known as the after repair value.
I see you.
Thanks.
Sound like an investor. I
You know,
see you.
I dibble dabble.
Yeah, a little something, something. So what we need you to do is to determine, right? Right now, you're not gonna know your after repair value until the end of the year, right? But right now, you're gonna project what your ARV is going to be after you complete these things, right? So you're gonna put your goal number one again, write it out, and it seems repetitive that you write down the goal on every single worksheet, but there's power. We know psychologically there's power in writing things down, right? So if you write down 4 different times, my goal is to get 3 educational partners that want to get public speaking, board games, and online courses. You write that down 4 times, it's going to get ingrained. And now you know this is your goal, right? This is what you're going to accomplish. So write it down. Don't be lazy. Don't skip those steps. Make sure you write out that goal each time. Um, when I am successful, I will be able to say what you're going to be able to do. Right. For me, it may be I'm able to pay for us to go to Ghana. I'm able to put a down payment on a new house. I'm able to help 10 entrepreneurs create $10,000 of income for themselves. I'm able to do XYZ, whatever it is. Put it down. When you're successful, I will be able to boom. When I am successful, I will feel. Right? How are you going to feel? right? Freedom, independent, strong, intelligent, creative, accomplished. What are some words you might feel, Queen?
You said all of them. I was thinking.
All of them.
I was gonna say accomplished, like a boss.
There we go. Come on now.
um, godly, little
Ooh,
G.
Lil G.
Um, yeah.
Nice. When I'm successful, I will celebrate by. This is your favorite, so I'll let you. How you gonna celebrate? Yeah, yeah. How
That
you gonna
trip.
celebrate goal number one? Trip.
Yeah, vacation's usually my celebration of choice. So
Yeah, I can tell by the way your eyebrows went up like that.
vacation is number one. If vacation is not possible or feasible, then some type of spa day, massage, or something like that is usually number two.
Nice, nice. Write 10 words or draw a picture that describes you before and after you achieve your goal. Right. So again, this is like the after repair value. This is the manifestation. This is Devon before the three partners. This is Devon before helping the 10 entrepreneurs. This is Devon afterwards. Right. What does that person feel? Does that person feel different? Do they look different? Do they walk different? Is there a difference in their quality of life? Is there a difference in what they believe is possible now? Like, how does your life or your self image, your self perception change after you achieve these goals? Right. So, yeah, I think that's probably the most fun one,
Hmm.
right? Because like number three is it's rough,
Yeah.
right? You have to really sit there, commit, and figure out what will I actually do. But for me, number four seems like a nice, fun, real visionary opportunity
Hmm.
here. Right? Queen, anything you want to say about the ARV or overall before we kind of wrap this one up?
No, I mean just like have fun with it, but take it seriously. Because this is as powerful as you make it, and it's as impactful as you make it as well. So if you are very serious about what you put on here, because what this is what we found last year is we went back to them and we didn't necessarily like review these on any type of. We probably will this year, but last year we didn't. We did it at the beginning of the year. We didn't necessarily review it on any type of regular basis, but we went back at the end of the year and we're kind of surprised, like, oh, we pretty much did what we said we were going to do, right?
Right.
Because we were very intentional about it and we implemented the stuff that we said we were going to do. So you'd be surprised what can happen when you really again set your intentions, your purpose, for what you want to do.
Yeah, I wanted to take two quick things to that, Queen. No disrespect to what you just said, but I didn't review mine at all. Right?
That's what I
So,
said.
oh, you said we didn't review it on any like regular basis, which means like, oh, every now and again I'll look at it, but I'm not gonna review.
I'm
I
pretty sure you had mine.
I did. I had both. Yeah, yeah, this is a fact. But again, this is why I think the repetition is helpful because last year we did it over a span of 3 days with a group of people.
Hmm.
So I think like the conversation, the talking about it, the breakfast, like this the whole vibe, I feel like maybe helped ingrain the words more into our subconscious. Because yeah, it is kind of strange. I found these in like maybe like October, November, towards the end of the year, and I was looking at them, I was like, huh, hey, well done. We did that, right? And I think looking back at our year in 2021, it was arguably, right, aside from COVID being terrible for the world, it was arguably the best, I think, goals year we've had,
Hmm.
right? As far as progress in life and things that we're trying to do, it was probably the biggest jump of a year in 2021. Now we've had conversations. Yes, it didn't end the way that we wanted it to end, as far as a big bang and going over to Ghana, but all those other things kind of happened the way we wanted them to happen. So going into 2022 and using this tool again, very simple tool, but it's the intention, it's the commitment, it's the mindset that you pour into it. We're going to have the best year yet.
Yes.
I feel it. I
Yep.
feel it in the paper.
Mm.
I feel it in the paper, Sinclair.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and get y'all one. TrueHopeForever.com. Go ahead and get it. All right. Queen, any updates you got for the people? What's available? Where can they go to get it? Hit them with the goods.
The last couple days of free health coaching sessions are they're still available right now if you go to truehealthforever.com. But this is the last couple days that they're
My
going
sister sign up.
Huh?
My sister sign up.
No.
I text her the link.
Okay. This is the last couple of days that they are going to be available. Again, before we start kind of switching the model a little bit, I did talk about, have a new kind of package, a new project coming out for the queens out there. So we're tying up putting a bow on it for you all, making sure that it's ready to go. But I'll be hopefully announcing that, if not next podcast, then the one after that. But yes, as of now, we do still have a couple slots left for the free health coaching sessions. So definitely now's the time. Everybody's, thinking about what their health goals are going to be for 2022. So if you need a little bit of help on what that's going to look like for you, definitely go take advantage of that.
Perfect. And y'all know the name of the game. It's Black Wall Street. If you don't have one yet, go to playblackwallstreet.com. Get yourself a game. We put on social media, but we sent over 120 games, all literally all around the world to Google Teams. That was really fun. That was cool. Ireland, Nairobi, Nigeria, Oakland. Oakland's always in the mix, shout out to Oakland. LA, New York, Canada, UK. It was literally all over the world. So huge shout out to Google. If you work at Google, thank you. We hope you enjoy the game. And again, yeah, we're looking for educational partners. So if you work at a school, if you work in a school district, if you are a homeschooling parent or part of a co-op, feel free to reach out to us. You can go to playblackwallstreet.com. Go to playblackwallstreet.com and fill out the contact us form, and we will get back to you ASAP. Lastly, you will have noticed that there was a customer service bot on the Play Black Wall Street website. It was taken down for a few days, and a new bot has been put in its place. Now, the new bot is still a baby. So it still it's a baby bot. Oh, a baby bot. So it still has some things that it needs to learn in order to serve you as best as it can. So be patient with us. We're going to grow out that bot to be even better than the previous bot. But give us a little time. We will work on that. Okay. Queen, you all good?
I'm great.
Yes, you are. Well, as usual, beautiful people, we appreciate y'all for tuning in to the True Health Forever podcast, where we try to live our best life through the lens of chopped up handshakes. Oh, goodness. I'm your host, Devon Travell, creator of Black Wall Street, the board game.
I'm Sinclair, a.k.a. the Health Nerd.
We hope y'all stay healthy. We hope y'all stay mentally wealthy. And of course, we hope y'all
stay true.
Thank you for tuning in to the True Health Forever podcast. We hope you learned something valuable that you can take and implement into your life. Now, we've all heard that sharing is caring, and this podcast is no exception. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with a friend, a family member, a coworker, a stranger walking down the street, anybody who you think can level up from this message. As always, we appreciate your support, and we'll talk to you next week. Be well.